Hello everyone, my name is Ankur and welcome to RJPT Simlab simulation. In this video, we will study about the analgesic effect of morphine in mice using the hot plate method. At the end of this video, we will be able to tell about the analgesic effects of morphine by using the hot plate method. And for that, we are using the Eddy's hot plate analgesiometer for mice. So now let's start with the video. At first, let us see the introduction part. The introduction says the study of analgesics effects is crucial in understanding pain management. In this experiment, we investigate the analgesic properties of morphine using the hot plate method. The above line says that in this study, we will study about the analgesic effects, and it is a very crucial effect for understanding the in pain management. And in this experiment, we will investigate it with the help of using the morphine and the hot plate method. Morphine is a potent opioid, is an opioid class drug, and is known for its pain relieving properties. By subjecting mice to a heated surface, we can observe their response time and evaluate this effectiveness of morphine in reducing the pain sensitivity. The above line says that when we place a mice to a heated surface, we can observe that in response to the time, and we can observe the effectiveness of morphine in reducing the pain sensitivity. The pain is induced due to the heated surface in mice, and morphine will reduce it. And we can see the effectiveness of morphine by performing this experiment. Now let us see the equipments required for this experiment. At first, we require the apparatus Eddy's hot plate analgesiometer, and the second we need mice cages. The Eddy's hot plate analgesiometer is the main instrument that we require for performing this experiment. Then the second we need subject. Our subject is mice, which should be of 25 to 30 grams. Then at third we require the drugs morphine sulfate, which is to be given at the dose of 5 milligram per kilogram. So for that we have to prepare a stock solution which should be containing 0.5 milligram per milliliter, and we have to inject 1 milliliter per 100 grams of body weight of the mouse. Now let us see the principle of this experiment. The principle says the first algesia and analgesia. These are the two terms. The algesia refers to an increased sensitivity to pain stimuli, while analgesia refers to the reduction or inhibition of pain perception. In this method, we induce algesia in animals such as mice by subjecting them to painful stimulus, heat in this case. Okay, so the above two lines says that the algesia term refers to increase in the sensitivity to pain stimuli, which means for inducing the pain, we are giving the pain to the animal. We are increasing their sensitivity to pain stimuli. That term is algesia. And analgesia refers to the reduction or inhibition of that same pain reception. Okay, analgesia reduces that pain or inhibition of pain. Okay, and in this method, we are inducing algesia in animals. We are inducing the heat effect in the animal. We are using mice, and by subjecting them to painful stimulus, in this case heat. Okay, and analgesics drugs are then administered to observe their effect on pain sensitivity. We are administering the analgesic drugs so that we can observe that how much it reduces the pain sensitivity in the mouse. Then hot plate apparatus. The hot plate apparatus consists of a heated surface, usually maintained at a constant temperature, for example 55 degrees Celsius. Animals are placed on this hot plate and their response are monitored. The heat serves as the source of pain in this experiment. So the above line says that the hot plate apparatus consists of a heated surface. It consists of a plate which is heated, and usually we have to maintain a constant temperature of 55 degrees Celsius in it. Then animals are placed on this hot plate and their response are monitored. And the heat serves as a source of pain in this experiment. Okay, then third is the animal response. When we place animals on the hot plate, they exhibit specific behaviors in response to the heat. Okay, they will show different behavior and different behaviors they will show, and they will show responses according to the heat. The first response can be jumping. Animals may jump or lift their paws due to discomfort. They will jump when they will sense the heat or lift their paws because they are feeling discomfort. Then the second may be paw licking. Some animals lick their paws as a reaction to the heat because when they feel heat on their paws, To cool their paws, they start licking their paws, and this is also a reaction. Then third is withdrawal. Animals may withdraw their paws from the hot surface due to due to high temperature. This when they start feeling the heat, they withdraw their paws from the hot surface. When we will perform this experiment, we can observe that the animals will when they will feel the pain due to the heat, they will start lifting their paws and they will move to the wall surface of the cage. Okay, these are the responses serves as an indicator of the pain sensitivity. Okay, then fourth is the experimental procedure. Basal reaction time is determined by observing the animal's initial response on the hot plate, usually which lasts for 6 to 8 seconds. A cutoff time of 50 seconds is set to prevent paw damage. Analgesic drugs, for example, morphine, are administered to the animals. Reaction times are recorded at different intervals, 15, 30, and 60 minutes after drug treatment. An increase in reaction time indicates analgesic activity. So the above topic says that basal reaction time. Basal reaction time is the reaction time which we will observe before administering our drug. Okay. And we will observe on the animal's initial response on the hot plate, which can only last for 6 to 8 seconds. This is an estimated value. Then a cutoff time is set for 15 seconds so that to prevent the damage of the paw of the animal. Then analgesic drugs. We are using morphine drug, which we will administer to the animal. Then the reaction times are recorded at different intervals. We will record it at different intervals, such as 15, 30, or 60 minutes after drug administration. And an increase in the reaction will show analgesic activity. Then calculation and interpretation. Percent increase in reaction time is calculated relative to basal values. So when we have to observe that the increase in the reaction time, and it is calculated by relating it to the basal values. Then if the drug prolongs the reaction time, it suggests analgesic efficacy. Okay, the longer the reaction time, the stronger the analgesic effect. Conclusion. From this experiment, we can infer that the drug inhibits pain stimuli and possesses analgesic properties. Further studies explore dose response relationships and safety profiles. This is the observation table as we can see here. This contains the body weight, basal reaction time of jumping, and mean basal reaction time after morphine administration. As we can see here, 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 times when we have to perform the basal reaction time so that a mean value can be calculated. Okay, and then we have to perform it after administering the morphine drug. We will record the response with a time interval of 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and 60 minutes. And we have to write here the mean value. So for each time interval, we have to perform it 3 times so that a mean value can be written over here. And this is the flow chart or bar chart we can say, which is drawn according to the observation table. So now let us see the procedure part. At the procedure, the first we have to prepare the animal preparation. Weigh and mark the animals. We have to weigh them and mark the animals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6. Basically, we are using the six mouses, so we will mark them till 6. Then place the animals individually on the hot plate. We have to place them individually on the hot plate, and then we have to observe the basal reaction, which will usually last for 6 to 8 seconds when exposed to the constant temperature of 55 degrees Celsius. Then we have to set a cutoff time of 50 seconds to prevent the paw damage. Then drug administration. We have to administer the drug. For example, we are using morphine sulfate in this experiment. We will inject it to the animal through the intraperitoneal route. The intraperitoneal route is a route of drug administration of parenteral drug. So it is inserted with the help of a syringe, and the syringe is inserted into the abdominal region of the animal, and that is the intraperitoneal route. Then record the reaction time of the animals on the hot plate apparatus at different time intervals. We will observe them for 15, 30, 60 seconds after drug treatment, and then we will consider 15 seconds as the maximum analgesia. Then we will remove the animals from the hot plate to prevent injury. Then we will see the calculation part. We have to calculate the percent increase in the reaction time compared to the basal value. We will compare it with the basal values. Now let us perform this experiment, and for that we will perform this experiment in our RJPT Simlab simulatory laboratory. This is the information part. This is a hot plate experiment using the mice. We will click the OK, and as we can see, this is the UI interface of the RJPT Simlab's laboratory. On the left side of this toolbar, we can see the apparatus are placed, the cage and the weighing machine. And on the right side, we can see the syringe which is loaded with the morphine drug. On the top side, we can see the observation drop down. When we click it, we can see the observation table that we have seen earlier, which contains the body weight column, basal reaction time of the 1 to 3 times, then the mean value, then the mean basal reaction time after morphine administration. We have given the 15 minute, 30 minute, and 60 minutes time interval. And the serial number shows the six numbers, which means six mouses are used. When we click on the procedural flow button, we can see the step by step instructions for performing this experiment till the last part. So, and these are all the buttons so that we can move to any step well by clicking the buttons. We can, when we will click this, when we will put the morphine drug syringe in the animals, when we will click this button, we will directly move to that part. So, but we will now perform the experiment step by step. We will move this up. On the bottom side, we can see the instruction part where the instructions will be shown. And on the right side, we can see the next and the skip button. These apparatus can be hide and can be shown by clicking this button. So now let us perform this experiment. On the table, we can see the analgesiometer. This is the Eddy's hot plate analgesiometer, which we will use for performing this experiment. This is the hot plate, and this is the cage, and this is the lid. On the tray, we can see a syringe is placed, which is loaded with the morphine drug. So now, according to the instructions, let us perform this experiment. At first, we have to place the cage filled with the mouse. So we'll click on this cage. So the cage filled with the mouses will be placed on the table. Then place the weighing machine. We will click on the weighing machine and the weighing machine will be placed over here. So now we have to weigh each mouse. We will click on the start weighing button. So step by step, first we will mark the mouse with a line which indicates, single line indicates the number one mouse. Then we will weigh by placing it over the weighing machine. Similarly, by drawing two lines, as we can see, the two lines are drawn, which shows the number 2, and we will weigh it. And then again, we will place it inside the cage. Similarly, we will perform it for 3, 4, 5, and 6 mouses. And the average weight of these mouses should be between 20 to 30 grams. Or we can say 25 to 30 grams, between that range. We will mark each mouse and we will weigh it in the weighing machine very carefully. And we will place them very carefully inside the cage so that no disruption is felt by the mouse. And before performing this experiment, we have to keep the mouse or place the mouse before performing the experiment into that area so that they get a habitual and does not hesitate while performing the experiment. Otherwise, it can hinder the result of the experiment. We have to weigh them very carefully and place them inside. Now, we'll move on to the next step, which is now switch on the hot plate machine and remove the lid. We will switch on by clicking this button. Okay, as we can see, the hot plate is on. It shows the temperature. We have set this at 55 degrees Celsius constant temperature. Now we will open the lid. Now this is the information part which says start the timer when the mouse is placed and reset it every time for each mouse. We have a stopwatch given over here and pause the stopwatch each time to record data in the observation table. We will click OK and now we'll perform the experiment. Now we will put the mice one by one in the hot plate and note the readings. We will click the take mice button. We have to hold the mouse very carefully and place inside the hot plate. Now, before that, we will start the timer. Okay, so now the timer has been started. As we can see here, the timer starts. And as we can see, the reaction of the mouse. We will, when the mouse will feel any pain, it will show reactions as we have learned about that earlier. And according to that, we will remove the mouse so that no pore damage is observed. And by like that, we will observe the stopwatch timer for each and every mouse. We will place it on the hot plate. By clicking the stopwatch button, we will record the time. As we can see here, the reaction of the mouse. And then we will remove it. And we have to perform this step for each and every mouse. We will start the stopwatch and we will take the readings very carefully. Casually, these the timer will before the administering the drug will last only to between 6 to 8 seconds. That's the effect of the that's the algesia induced by the analgesia. We will record the timer for each and every mouse. As we can see here, the reaction of the mouse, so we'll stop the stopwatch and we will take out the mouse very carefully. As we can see, the mouse is jumping. Okay, and now this is our last mouse for recording this. We will start the stopwatch. As we can see here, the timer has been started and the reaction of the mouse, it is rubbing its paws on the walls. So we'll stop the stopwatch and we will take out the mouse. As we can see, we recorded for each mouse and then now we will wait for 5 minutes and then again we will take the reading. We will skip this part. Again, the same information. We will click OK. As we can see here on the observation table button, the first basal reaction has been recorded, which is just between 6 to 8 or 6 to 9 seconds. This is an average. And now we will again perform this 2 times so that we can calculate a mean value about it. Now we will take the mice again and we will calculate it. We will place the first mouse on the hot plate and start the timer stopwatch and we will record it. As we can see here, it just lasts between 6 to 8 seconds. Again, similarly for the second mouse also, we will perform similarly. As we can see, the reaction of the mouse that it is feeling pain. So we will remove it. So again, we'll place our next mouse and we'll start the stopwatch and we will record the analgesic effect. Okay, so as we can see here, the reaction of the mouse, so we will stop the stopwatch and remove it from here. On the right side, bottom right side, we can see the skip button. So if we want to skip any step and move forward, we can click the skip button and we will move forward. So let me show you. We will click the skip button and it just move to the next step, which says wait for again 5 minutes to take the third reading. The same instruction part, and we will click the take mouse button. As we can see here, the second reaction has been recorded, and the readings. We will start the stopwatch. These are the readings written on the red ones are recorded by us, and the black ones are then an estimated value which we have skipped. See, as we can see, we have just recorded the third reading of the first mouse. Again, we will start for the second mouse on the third time for the third time. As we can see, we will remove it again. So the timer has been recorded over here. We will move it upward and again we will move forward for the third mouse. Similarly, we will record the time for each and every mouse. As we can see, the pain has been induced in the mouse, and so that we will stop our stopwatch and we will remove it from the hot plate. A constant temperature of 55 degrees Celsius has been maintained in the analgesiometer so that no different temperature is shown and it will not hinder the experiment. Again, we can see the mouse is rubbing its paws on the walls, so we will remove it from the hot plate. Again, we'll place the next mouse, or we can skip it. Okay, now again we have to wait for 5 minutes for the next reading. Now, the instruction part says add drug morphine syringe. So when we will click the syringe from the right side toolbar and we will apply syringe to all the 6 mouses. As we can see, 6 syringes are placed over here and each contains morphine drug. So when we will click apply syringe, each mouse is taken and the syringe of morphine is administered through the intraperitoneal route. As we can see here, we are applying, we are giving the morphine drug to each and every mouse. We will lift them very carefully and hold them very carefully so that they do not move or disrupt the drug administration. Otherwise, it can harm them. So we have to hold them very carefully. We will try to make this experiment least pain induced or we can say that the animals does not feel any kind of over pain, so that we do not have to suffer the make them suffer. The animal should not suffer any much worse than the procedure of the experiment. Okay, we will administer each and every mouse with the morphine drug of 1 milliliter per kilogram, as we have already seen from the introduction part. Okay, so now our sixth mouse, we will administer the drug. We will lift it very carefully and slowly, so that carefully we can administer the morphine drug through the intraperitoneal route. Okay, now we'll place it inside the cage very carefully. So now we will wait for 15 minutes to take the reading. As we can see, the instruction says now switch on the hot plate machine. We will switch on the hot plate machine, and then we will record our readings. We will take the readings, we will take mice and then record. Similarly, like we have recorded the time for basal reaction. So now we are recording it for after administering the drug. As we can see here, it waits much longer than the basal reaction time on the hot plate. So through this, we can understand the analgesic effects of the morphine drug. We will start the stopwatch, we will place the second mice, and we can observe the reaction. As we can see here, it's licking its paws, which means he is feeling pain through the induced heat of the analgesiometer. Similarly, we will record for each and every mouse. As we can see here, the timer has been started and it moves forward more from the basal reaction. We will perform this step 3 times, so that this time interval, we can write a mean value of this time interval, and we can have an accurate value. As we can see, the stopwatch, it's moving forward. And you can observe the reaction of the mouse also, and we will record it. And now the last mouse, we will record the time on the analgesiometer. As we can see the reactions of the mouse, it's licking its paws and moving towards the wall of the cage, so that it does not feel pain. We will stop the stopwatch, and now we will wait for 2 minutes, so that the damage of the paw is not observed or seen. We will now wait for 2 minutes, and again we will take the readings. Okay, so now again we will take the readings one by one from the first mouse to the second mouse. We will start the stopwatch, or we can skip this step also, so that we can move forward. Okay, similarly, we will perform all the 6 mouses, and we will record it. So when we click to the skip button, we will move to the next step. We have to perform it thrice. So 2 times we have performed it, and we will move it for the third time for the 15-minute interval time. We will start the stopwatch again. You will record it. As we can see, the timer moves, and a much increase in the timer has been observed. The reaction time of the mouse has been increased. So for the second mouse also, we will perform similarly. We have to carefully observe the reactions of the mouse. Then only we can understand that the mouse is feeling pain through the induced heat. As we can see, It shows its reaction, so we will remove it from the cage and place it inside the mouse holder cage. Similarly for the third mouse, and we can move forward. Now again we will wait for 2 minutes and then we have to wait for 15 minutes to take the reading. As we can see on the observation table also, the mean value of the first 15 minutes has been written over here. We have calculated this and these are the estimated values. So the mean of the first 15 minute mean basal reaction time after the morphine administration is 6.14 minute. This is the mean value. And this is just the 50, which is the 15-minute interval after the drug administration. So now again we will wait for 15 minutes. Why 15 minutes? So that we can record for the 30-minute reaction time. So 15 plus 15 is equals to 30. We have performed for 15 minutes and then again we will wait for 15 minutes so that the 30-minute reaction time can be observed. Okay. So now we'll move forward. We will wait for 15 minutes. We can skip this. Okay. So now we will again similarly perform the experiment after the 30 minutes. We will take the first mouse and place it on the analgesiometer and then we will start the stopwatch. As we can observe the reactions of the mouse, the timer has shown an increased amount. And then when we will observe the mouse, we will remove it from the analgesiometer cage and then we will move it to the mouse's cage. Again, for the second mouse, we will start the stopwatch and we will record it. We have to carefully observe the reactions of the mouse. Then only we can understand that the mouse is feeling any pain or stimuli. As we can see it moving to the wall, we will stop the stopwatch and we will remove it from the cage so that the paws should not get damaged. Similarly, we will take the third and we will move forward. Then again, after performing for all the 6 mouses, we will wait for 2 minutes. And then again, we will start for the second time for the 30 minutes time interval. We will take the mouse and then we will place it on the analgesiometer and then we will start the stopwatch. As we can see, the timer runs and no effect is seen on the first few seconds, first 5 to 10 seconds, and then after that, the mouse shows reaction and we will stop the stopwatch and remove it from the analgesiometer. Then we will take the second mouse and place it over on the hot plate, analgesiometer, and start the stopwatch. As we can see, no pain is seen still, but after some time, as we can see, it's licking its paws again, so which means he is feeling pain, and then we will remove it from the cage. We will place it over here, and then similarly we will perform for the next mouses. We will skip this step and move forward, and now we will perform it for the third time. We will take the mice again, and then we will start the stopwatch when we will place it in the analgesiometer cage. The temperature is maintained at 55 degrees Celsius, a constant temperature, and then the observation is recorded of the mouse. As we can see, we will stop the stopwatch and then we'll move on for the second mouse. We will carefully place it on the analgesiometer and then we will start the stopwatch. We will take the recordings. As you can see, the timer starts and now it's licking its paws and moving towards the wall. So which shows it's feeling heat pain. So we will remove it from the cage. And similarly, we will move forward. We will perform it for all the 6 mouses. And now we will move on for wait for next 30 minutes. Why next 30 minutes? So that we can record it for the 60 minutes time interval. As we can see here, this is the value of the 30 minutes time interval. And the mean value for that is 7.32 seconds. This is the mean value. As we can see, we have the mean value of 15 minutes and the mean value of 30 minutes. And now we will record for the 60 minutes time interval. And we will perform for that 3 times. We have to wait 30 more minutes so that because we have performed for 30 minutes and 30 plus 30 is 60. So now we will wait for 30 minutes. As we can see the timer, we have started a timer for 30 minutes and then again we will perform the experiment. We will skip this part and move forward. Again the same instruction, start Start the timer when the mouse is placed. Okay, now again we will take the readings of the six mouses three times. We will wait. We will start it for the first time. With the first mouse, we will start the stopwatch and we will record the timer. As we can see, the timer runs, and after the 12 seconds, we can observe that the pain has been started. So we will stop it, and we will take it out from the hot plate, and we will place it in the mouse cage. Similarly, we will take out the second number mouse and we will plate it inside the stopwatch, inside the analgesic meter, and we will start the stopwatch and record the reaction. As we can see, we have to observe very carefully the reactions of the mouse. Then only we can understand that it is feeling pain or not. As we can see, it's licking its paws, which means he has started to feel pain. And it's running towards the cage, wall cage, which means the pain has been started. So we'll remove it from the cage. And similarly, we'll perform for all the six mouses. So we will move forward and then we have to wait for 2 minutes so that no paw damage has been seen. Now we will perform it for the second time for the 60 minutes time interval. We will take the first mouse and place it on the analgesic meter and we will start the stopwatch. Carefully, we have to perform this experiment so that no mouse has been harmed. We have to take care of the mouses. As we can see, the stopwatch. So when the mouse feels pain, we will remove it from the analgesic meter and place it again inside the cage. Similarly, for the second mouse, we will take the second mouse and place it on the analgesic meter and we will start the timer. The timer has been started and as we can see, no reactions has been seen at the first, but the second, after the 10 or 12 seconds, the mouse starts to lick its paws, which means he has been feeling pain. So we will stop the timer and remove it from the hot plate. Similarly, we will do it for all the six mouses and we will now move forward. We have to wait for 2 minutes. Again, the same timer, again, the same information. And now again, we will perform it for the third time for the 60 minutes time interval. We will take the mouse and then we will start the stopwatch. As we can see, the timer runs and the reactions of the mouses are observed very carefully. As we can see, it's running towards the wall. So we will stop the stopwatch and remove it from the analgesic meter. Again, now we will place the second mouse similarly and record the timer. We will start the stopwatch and record the timer. As we can see, the mouse has starting to show reactions. It's licking its paws and he has started to move towards the cage of the wall, which means he wants to go out, which means he has started feeling pain. So we'll stop the timer and remove it from there. And similarly, we will perform for all six mouses. And so now we will move on to our next step. We will wait for 2 minutes so that no paw damage has been observed. And now we have completed for all the time intervals. We have performed for 15 minutes. The mean value is 7.42. We have performed for 30 minutes time interval and the mean value is 10.25. And for 60 minutes, we have performed with the mean value is 13.67. So this shows an increase in the mean basal reaction time, which shows the analgesic effects of the morphine drug, which means slowly the morphine drug starts acting and the reaction time has been increased, which means analgesic effects of the morphine drug is shown. First it took 7.42, then it took 10.25 seconds, then 13.67 minutes. And before that, from the basal reaction time, the basal mean of the basal reaction is 5.92. So it means before administering the morphine drug, it has shown 5.92 as an average mean value of the jumping value of the mouse after reaction to the heat. But when we have administered the morphine drug, and after 15 minutes of that, the average value has come to 7.42 minutes, which is in an increasing order. which means the morphine drug has started its action. And then after 30 minutes, it has shown 10.25 minutes. And after 60 minutes, it has shown 13.67 minutes, which means an increasing order of the reaction time has been observed, which shows the potent activity of the morphine drug. So this is how we have observed the reaction of the morphine drug on the mouse by the using the hot plate. So now we have completed our experiment. We will click the exit button, and this is how we have completed our experiment. So now we have come to the end of this video. I hope that you have learned a lot about the analgesic effect of morphine in mice by using the hot plate method. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that you have learned a lot in this video and learned a lot about the experiment. And for more such learning content, subscribe to our YouTube channel, RJPT Informatics. And you can also follow us on our LinkedIn profile, Instagram, as well as on Facebook. We update and upload our such learning content over these platforms. Thank you.